On average, how many Canadian patients on a waiting list die each year? Do you know?
I don't, sir, but I know that there are 45,000 in America who die waiting because they don't have insurance at all.
I live 1 hour away from the Canadian border. Canadians watch American television. Canadians are very familiar with our political system, probably know more about politics in America than most Americans know. Is your Prime Minister a socialist?
No, sir, our Prime Minister is quite conservative. He's the leader.
Conservative?
Yes,
Huh.
indeed.
So obviously, as a conservative, he wants to implement the American healthcare system that the Canadians are very aware of. I gather that was probably the first thing he did when he took power. Is that right?
Not exactly.
Why not?
Support for single-payer Medicare in Canada goes across all political stripes. Quite famously, we had the leader of the most right-wing party in a Canadian federal debate on television hold up a sign in the middle of the debate on which he'd written in marker, "No two-tier," as a means of trying to reassure the Canadian public that if elected, he would not dismantle the
So in other words,
system.
you have a nation bordering on the United States, two nations that are probably as close together in so many respects as any two nations in the world, a conservative prime minister, and yet there is no effort to move to an American healthcare system. I would say to my colleagues, there's not a better example of maybe how people feel about two systems. They know the American system. They have a conservative prime minister. They can move in our direction, but for whatever reason, and I think sensible reasons, they understand that a system that guarantees health care to all of their people in a cost-effective way is the way that they want to stay.